Now to our Heartland special investigation into UFOs. Take a look. And some special cell phone video made by 7th graders at J. Crockett Farnell Middle School in Tampa, Florida.
UFO sightings seem to be on the rise. Here in America, the state of Arkansas was abuzz on January 18th when an Air Force colonel described lights not of this world and snapped pictures of his celestial experience. The Air Force stated the incident was due to new experiments. According to witnesses that same day, strange lights plagued the skies of the Carolinas, prompting several 911 calls. And just days ago, on the 29th, Hawaii was mighty flighty when a UFO was reported over the South Shore sky. It appears these unexplained objects are creating more and more sensations since the reported sightings last year at O'Hare International Airport, which were explained as a weather phenomenon. But it seems the public still wants to know the truth. Do UFOs exist? You decide. For Heartland, I'm Janice Dean.
And some special cell phone video made by 7th graders at J. Crockett Farnell Middle School in Tampa, Florida.
Raise your hand and say yes if you know anyone who has ever seen a UFO.
Yes. I think there's a big chance there's no intelligent life on another planet because it may have been hit by a comet just like Earth. Now it's gone. The poof. I totally disagree with her. I believe that there is life on a different planet because, well, we might not see it, but they might have taken a different path and had, like, better spacecraft than we do. Well, we never know. Nope.
All right, joining us is scientist, author, and inventor Bill Nye, the science guy, and David Sarita, director of the documentary Dan Aykroyd Unplugged on UFOs. All right, hey, David, let me start with you. I mean, you can see even little kids are so fascinated by this. You know, a lot of people talk about it. You believe in UFOs. Why, why do you believe it in a nutshell?
Well, just like these little kids, I was on my way home from elementary school in Berkeley in 1967-68. I noticed this crowd of people pointing up at the sky at a flying saucer. I mean, it's a silver metallic disc. And after a full 20 minutes, people were pounding on their neighbors' doors. I built model airplanes when I was a little kid. I knew it wasn't that. I knew it wasn't the Goodyear blimp. It's a flying saucer. It looked like the Enterprise from, Star Trek. And it just disappeared in a blink of an eye after 20 minutes. And after that sighting, I mean, my life changed. I started researching UFOs like crazy.
Well, you're in this like crazy, David. I want you to tell us about this exclusive video of an alleged UFO sighting in Lake Erie. Tell us about this.
Well, this is Michael Lee Hill, who won the Stephen Vai Open Guitar Contest, and he's filming down at Lake Erie late at night. I mean, it's a quiet lake. I've been down there, and he's seen a lot of UFOs down there, so he started videotaping. In this particular sighting, you see these two UFOs with the spinning lights, and you can't tell if they're boats yet. You think maybe they're just boats on the lake. But one of them flies in from the left, hovers above one of them for a few moments, and then it takes off. And when he switches to night shot mode on his camera, you can see these things are hovering a clear 50 to 100 feet above the lake. So they're obviously, I mean, they're not helicopters. You don't hear helicopter blades. They're not Harrier jets because those things are noisier than hell. So what are they? And in fact, when we think about this, this is very close to all of the Great Lakes sightings and now the big sighting at O'Hare National Airport.
Yeah, just recently. All right, David, hold on now because, we're seeing this video. All right, Bill Nye, you're the science guy. You got to be a little bit wacky to think that UFOs are down here and that, some people believe that folks have actually got on these ships. I mean, tell us, you're the science guy.
Well, I'm very skeptical that those photographs or those videos were unidentified flying objects from other worlds. They're unidentified flying objects, but what we always say in the skeptical community, we encourage you to evaluate the quality of the evidence. Two fuzzy lights, shaking camera. In the United States, there are perhaps 10 billion digital photographs taken every week. In the world, perhaps 10 times that. So with 100 billion photographs, let's say a month, you'd think you'd get one good picture, just one good picture. Those pictures to me are lights in the sky. And I with all due respect, the spinning hubcap thing looks like it was something that was on my show almost 10 years ago. We had a bit called the Hoaxer 2000 where you'd hang a spinning disc from a fish line. And it's just the quality of the evidence is so low in this case.
David, what if
it doesn't compel me?
Good point, Bill. David, what about the fact that people have this great penchant for, conspiracy? People think there's conspiracy about everything. I mean, Lady Di, the conspiracy there just won't go away. So how do you...
Area 51?
Well, I'm talking to David about this. How do you separate, David, the conspiracy stuff from, what could be real? And Bill's comment about, these things, they could be made in a lab.
I rely on the expert witness testimony. You have Major Bob White, who test flew the X-15 at Edwards Air Force Base. He's the first man to travel Mach 4, 5, and 6. And in Time magazine on July 27, 1962, he testified. He's going Mach 6, and right outside of his window is an unidentified flying object. It's gray. It's traveling Mach 6. Who else goes Mach 6? No, it's not a meteor. It's daytime.
No,
I mean, it's right
there.
next to him. It's right outside of his window. And then you look at Gordon Cooper in 1958 at Edwards Air Force Base, a national hero, an astronaut. He testified they filmed a UFO landing on the dry lake bed, puts out the little tripod gear, double lenticular, lens shape, with a little dome on the top, and then it flies away. This is Gordon Cooper. He develops the film.
All right.
They look at the film, and he says it's real, and he sends it to the Pentagon, never to be seen ever again. What do you say to the expert
Bill,
witnesses?
what about, why don't they, my brother-in-law says, open Area 51. Let's look at the files.
Oh, no. Area 51 is where we, the United States, build secret airplanes. If you want to have a good time, and I encourage all of your viewers sometime, visit the Air Force Museum in Dayton, Ohio. You can see the F-117, which was a classified fighter plane. You can see the HAV Blue, which is a light blue colored anti-radar plane.
You can see them all. Yeah, it could be the military.
No, it's just that it takes about 20 years for the military to reveal these things.
Well,
in the meantime,
and David might concede that. Guys, we're out of time. This debate could go on forever, and guess what? I think we're going to end up having it again. I want to thank you both for being with us.
Think critically, be skeptical.
Okay.